x plus 10 times x minus 7. Step 1 says change your minus signs. So instead of the minus by the 7, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put plus a negative 7. And I kind of had to go out of the bounds there because my handwriting is too big. One thing I do want you to know before I go any further is that I will do this problem again at the end without doing the plus and negative for those of you who prefer that way. So if you need to scroll forward, you can wait for that. Next step says to break it into two parts. I'm going to multiply the x times all of that. X times x plus a negative 7. And then I'm going to multiply the 10 times all of that. So I put a 10 here times x plus a negative 7. Now for the distributing. We should be pretty good at this after the last assignment. X times x is x squared. X times a negative 7 is negative 7x. So I have plus a negative 7x. 10 times x is 10x. 10 times a negative 7 is negative 70. My next step is to combine like terms. Right here in the middle I have two terms that have x's in them. My x squared, however, does not have anything that's like it. So when I combine a negative 7x plus 10x, I'm going to get 3x, and then I have plus a negative 70. Now, I personally don't like the double signs, like right here. So what my final step would be is instead of plus a negative 7, I would kind of undo the step number 1, which said to change the minus signs. So for me, I'm going to take that and I will change it to just a plain old minus 70. Now, for those of you who would like to do it without changing the signs, here we go. So what I did is I took off step number 1 because for some of you that don't want to do that. So I'm going to take the x and I'm going to multiply it by the x minus 7. Then I'm going to take the 10 and I'm going to multiply it by the x minus 7 as well. So now for the distributing. X times x is x squared. X times a negative 7 is negative 7x. 10 times x is 10x. 10 times a negative 7 is negative 70. Next, I'm going to combine like terms. My x's in the middle, right here, I'm going to combine together. So my final answer would be x squared plus 3x minus 70.